Katie and Serrano are pound for pound number 1 and number 2. So you've got them both in their peaks, both at their best, both believing they can win and wanting to fight, which is, it doesn't always happen with the men, and sometimes it's a little bit harder to make them fights happen because one will be with the WBA, one's the WBO, one's the WBC. So it's sometimes, but in female boxing, then fights are easier to make. So, they're both happening, which I'm so happy about. It's monumental for the sport. It's going to increase participation, have all eyes visible on it. And I just hope they both live up to the spectacle that they are going to be, because they're going to be big occasions.
Absolutely. And do you think Katie Taylor is slowing down a bit? Because in her last few fights, there's this narrative now that Amanda Serrano, she's being promoted now by Jake Paul, one of the biggest figures now, in not only in combat sports, but in the world. The man is an absolute anomaly. And I like him, to be honest. But what do you think about that fight? Like, when it comes to the timing of their both careers, like Amanda Serrano got 1 loss on her record, but Katie Taylor, she had such a close fight with you. But most importantly, when she fought Delphine Persoon, that first fight, she struggled a lot. And when you combine the fact that Serrano is a southpaw, you guys, southpaws, are one of the most unique fighters in the world. Yeah, that left hand, most orthodox just can't keep up with the timing, with the range, the distance. And especially with the pressure of Amanda Serrano and her body work, phenomenal body work. But she is coming up a weight class, or 2 weight classes, I believe. So do you think that's going to play a huge factor in that fighter?
I just think this is what makes it a good fight, because I think Katie needs a big occasion to bring the best out in Katie. So when she's not 100% for a last fight and the fight before or whatever it was, like, she doesn't need to be, and she still wins.
Yep.
But you can't go through every fight being perfect, and we expect such a high standard from Katie that when it's not that clinical, crisp performance, everyone's like, she's on the slide.
Yep.
So I do think that she will be better, but at the same time, like you said, I do think Katie's got Achilles heels, and southpaws. If you look at it, amateurs, the people that she's fought and had close fights with, your Gulsum Tartars, your Sofia Ochegava, myself, we're southpaws. You can easily draw Katie into doing what you want, like Persoon did. You can make it a fight, and Katie, once you hit Katie, she's like, nah, you're not hitting me like that. I'm coming at you. So she will be drawn into a fight with Serrano. Serrano can punch. Serrano's got a good engine, and I just think them things. It's just all wrong for Katie, and maybe with the timing, because she has been. I was fortunate to only start boxing when I was 21, so I haven't been boxing since I was 10. So I've probably have had a few more years and bits in the tank because I've had them breaks, and because I didn't start till I was later. Katie's been boxing since she was a kid, since she was 9, I think it was it. So that's a long time. That's a lot of miles on the clock. So is time catching it? I don't think so. I just think we expect so much of her. But I do think Serrano is all wrong for her.
Absolutely. Well, you just got me 10 times even more excited for that fight. Who knows what's going to happen? Really, you're talking about 50-50 matchups all over the place.